welcome to another episode of Freedom Cafe, a form of comment. I'm here with my man Ace Y.
Yep.
My man, aka Richie, aka Reggie.
Oh.
My boy Hank McDonald, Frobocop. I don't condone that name, but he wants to go by it. And it's me, Big Black, Big Sexy War Machine, coming at you. We're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I'm going to make this statement straight up. I just seen the best comic book movie ever. Better than Endgame, better than everything Marvel put out, better than anything DC put it out. And it's Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start saying there's only one bad thing I find bad about this movie that I didn't like, but I can understand why it happened. That's when Lois Lane. Oh, first of all, this is a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this movie yet,
Spoiler alert. Spoiler
alert. Because I'm telling you right now, this movie's going viral. You got to go see it. I already put like 5 people down on it, and they thank me for that.
It just came out this month, right? In May. We're recording this at the end of May.
Yes. And
Yep.
like I said, the only bad thing I've seen about it is when Lois Lane beat Harley Quinn. And that's it, because I ride for Harley Quinn. And Dave, I want to say, have you been keeping up with Harley Quinn? Have you used my DC thing and looked at it?
I didn't get it. Didn't come through, man. I'm sorry.
What, didn't come through?
Yeah, no, it didn't come.
Okay, we're gonna do after this. Okay, whatever. But yeah, Harley Quinn show's amazing. But anyway, back to that. I don't see Lois Lane being Harley Quinn. That's the only bad thing about this movie. The rest of it was amazing. I cried when I seen my fucking favorite heroes die, especially when John fucking Stewart. I have his first edition, ladies and gentlemen, his first appearance. I have that comic. When I saw him say the Green Lantern oath, and Batman dropped, Apokolips told Batman to drop lava on him while he was saying the quote. I had to take a minute and just step back.
Wow,
When I was like the Indian in the when they littered in the mole commercials, you didn't see a tear. It was a really racist commercial, but forget about that. I was like that though.
Yeah.
That was my man. And another reason, another part. I know I'm stuttering because this movie was so fucking awesome. When all the Teen Titans got killed and Raven's about to kill herself, I damn near like, don't. I was so happy that the broke Superman came and saved it. And let's talk about Superman. Oh my fucking God. Yo, Apokolips is so fucked up and so fucking awesome. Now, he put liquid kryptonite in the Superman and said, I want you to watch your world burn. I'm gonna put you back on it. You know what? I killed all your friends. You saw me do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm gonna put you on Earth with no powers so you can watch the whole world burn. God damn it, I'm done. After that, I'm done, guys. You gotta take a day. Go, somebody say something. I can't do that more. I got more parts, but I'm gonna let my co-hosts and everybody talk about this movie because this is how awesome it was.
All right. Well, I think you opened up the floodgates, and you know what I'm saying, and hit all the hit some major parts, but there were so many good things about this movie. I guess we'll open up the forum and just kind of break down the beginning of, like, you know what I'm saying, what is going on. Like, it's the Apokolips War, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the Justice League and mostly Superman is just tired of Darkseid coming down and wreaking havoc on Earth, and has decided to take the war to Apokolips. But come to find out, Darkseid is 2 steps ahead. Fellas, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I was impressed with how good it was compared to the last movie we saw and talked about, which was the Red Sun. What?
Don't talk about the Red Sun.
All right. No,
okay. Please.
Yeah, I just thought I'm not familiar with the storyline. I guess they said it's based on like some Darkseid wars. Yeah. And so, I mean, to me, it felt, not knowing going in, it felt very Endgame-ish, like Avengers Endgame, of like, oh man, the world is destroyed, like, and we totally messed up this timeline, and we gotta go like try to fix it. So I was watching it through that lens of like, okay, this is the parallel of, the Marvel thing. So to me, it's like Constantine, who, I'm not a huge John Constantine fan, although I thought the was it Keanu Reeves movies? Was that him?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought those were good. Those were entertaining. But he's played such a pivotal role, which is interesting. And it's like, to me, he's like that Doctor Strange sort of parallel in the Marvel.
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I thought he was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of like the anti-hero, the sort of reluctant, like, you know, I don't want to be a part of this, but you know, when it really comes down to it, then I'll be a part of it, sort of thing. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think heroes should be heroes to an extent. Like, yeah, that's my take on it. I thought it was good. I mean, like, but I don't know. You're talking about just the beginning where it's like we see Constantine, right, getting approached by Clark Kent and Raven.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was one of the best DC animated movies. It was better than anything they put out live action wise. And you're right. It's just like it is sort of like it's their version of Endgame, like you said.
Yes, I agree with that.
And I just thought it was so many surprises in there because you don't expect to see them just kill off so many of those superheroes, and they did it in brutal ways. They cut. They were the damn parademons / doomsdays were just eating people.
Oh yeah,
and
that
then
was brutal.
That was crazy to see that. And then when they had, I think Aquaman got
slashed
him in half. Yeah, I was like, damn, they bit off Shazam's leg and they ate him at the end. Then when they we already did a spoiler alert. So when Superboy got his neck broken, I was like, oh damn, this is really, really bad. And then also I like the Suicide Squad in this way better than the Suicide Squad movies because they literally lived up to their name, you know. They lived up to their name. And when the shark, what's the shark's name again? He was eating
Killer Shark.
Killer Shark was eating everybody.
King Shark.
When King Shark, thank you. When King Shark started saying more than King Shark does, you know, his regular statement at the end, that was hilarious.
And it's like the Groot thing, right? Almost.
Yeah. I thought it was definitely good. I do believe that Harley Quinn would beat the shit out of Lois Lane. But I think for the movie, for the plot to work, that had to happen. You know, so that's my take on it. I think it was one of the greatest animated movies DC has ever done.
Hey, quick question: favorite death scenes? I mean, sad to say, I know this sounds a little morbid, but like I said, the Green Lantern one touched me. Watching Mira, Aquaman's wife, face get ripped off.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Watching Wonder Woman get her arm took off.
Yeah, that's when I was like, oh man, it's gonna be like one of those movies.
Yeah.
I tell you, the one that really fucked me up again that I cried on is when Damian and Nightwing, when Nightwing got killed in front of Damian. Then they went back a little bit earlier a little bit afterwards when Damian took Nightwing to the Lazarus pit and tried to revive him. He came out crazy. And I mean, that's that dog. When he said, when the Raven said, I know you didn't. You took him to Lazarus pit. He said, look here, bitch. I'm not going to let my brother die. I was like, damn, that's it just hit my heart. You know what I'm saying? And because Damian and Nightwing had that type of relationship, you know, and then I love Damian in this whole movie, how he berated Superman and said, only reason you're still alive because of Raven and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I would have killed you right here and now because, you know what I'm saying, you guys made a plan. None of you guys are killers. So, of course, the plan was going to fail. I was like, Damian went off on all those guys. You know what I'm saying? He said, you can't make a plan. You guys are not killers. And when Lois Lane came saying that she has a plan and how Damian was like, look here, man, Darkseid's not stupid. He's giving you this information.
I do have a question about, so when, again, we've already mentioned the spoiler alert, but when like Lois Lane and the Suicide Squad, when they blow themselves up at LexCorp headquarters or whatever, why did they have to do that?
Because the parademons, they're about to come through the portal and overrun Superman and everybody.
But they ended up bringing them back anyways, though, right? The Parademons?
Yeah, so Cyborg did at the end of the day to take him along, let the Parademons go to Apokolips to the Death Dimension, whatever.
So it was like a timing thing.
Yeah,
the timing, they wanted to wait until the end when Apokolips was blowing up, but when they saw that Flash was the power source, they were like, okay, well, we have to change up our plan, which I thought that was gangster too, because Darkseid thought of everything. Darkseid was like, I need Batman to be my new herald, and you know what I'm saying, to run to run all the heretics and stuff like that. I need Flash power
Wonder
source.
Woman. I love how you got Wonder Woman to do that. To run the heretics.
No, he had Batman doing that. Batman was, remember, he said Batman, he's like, I want you to be my number one.
General, yeah. And I'm sorry, and I think Wonder Woman was more like Granny Goodness.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Was there any? So I've only seen, I think, this one of the DC animated, like the universe of these animated movies. Is Orion in any of them? Because I know, like,
No.
in some of the cartoons, he's like, right? It's the New Gods or whatever. It's Orion and all those cast characters.
Yeah.
Movies, but if you have Apocalypse, you got to talk about the New God. I mean, because Apocalypse is one of them. I mean, and that's what I love. The only thing Apocalypse didn't, take into account is what's Raven's daddy's name?
Trigon.
Trigon.
He didn't take into account. I mean, honestly, Trigon was amazing in this movie. I like how the byplay between him and Raven, especially when Raven stayed behind and he thanked her for giving him this, and they just left. I loved it when Trigon came back to life and killed Constantine. And to touch your point, Reggie, I mean, I'm more of an anti-hero guy, because Richie, honestly, I don't believe that everybody's 100% good. If you watch that show, Bad Boys on Amazon, have you guys ever seen that?
No, The Boys?
The Boys, yeah.
Oh, The Boys, yeah.
Well, I said Bad Boys, excuse me, The Boys. I believe heroes are like that. Everybody has their own agenda. Nobody's 100% good. Everybody has a little.
I just think it's like not played out, but I guess it's like there's only so many takes you can have on it, where it's like the reluctant hero. I don't know.
Well, Constantine, he fights demons, and actually he was slated to go to hell. I mean, if you actually read some of his stuff, I mean, because he traded his power. I mean, he get most of his power from demons, and he actually can turn into a demon himself. And for Zatanna, for him to actually get like a ticket to heaven and give that up, well, he didn't give it up because they say it's destiny. And for Batman to actually make Zatanna put a compulsion on him, this Batman's forward thinking is what saved the fucking world, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
I have two questions related to that then.
Okay, then my last point, I'll just say my last is this. When they said Constantine ran, I was like, what? If you read his comic books, this dude fights Satan, dimensional demons. He lost his whole team. He lost his best friend's daughter, who's trapped in hell, that he's trying to save her soul. There's so much stuff that Constantine does. And you know what I'm saying? He actually, he goes to hell to try to save his best friend's daughter, who he lost in hell. You know what I'm saying? When they said he ran, I was like, okay, this don't sound right.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue, Reggie.
Just a question. So, like one of the big criticisms of the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice is that like what brings them together is like, oh, their mom has the same name, right? When he says Martha or something like that.
Yeah.
And so to me, that moment sort of in this animated movie was when Batman's about to kill Damian, right? And he gets like a little spark in his eye or something, and like that's when he he overcomes the Darkseid programming. So do you buy that?
Because technically, Damian jumped in front of the I-beams and got incinerated, and he was about to die. And
no. Richie's right.
Richie's right. Yeah, Richie's right.
Before that, that's when Batman got the programming because he throws the kryptonite sword in his eye and says, "Go to hell." And then that's when Damian jumps in front of.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
But, you're right. I thought that was good though because they knew from the beginning, like that's why Clark needed to find Damian because he knew that Damian would be able to reach.
Yeah. So I wonder if it's because I didn't watch the previous like animated movies where Damian's introduced and you get the League of Assassins background to learn about their relationship. So I wonder if that's like this is the first time if it as a standalone movie like I'm hearing I know about Damian through the comics, so it's for him his character.
Well, he was mind controlled by other people before, and Batman can break that shit because he's Batman. You know what I'm saying?
That's a superpower that he has a very strong brain or something.
I mean, him got a knowledge in a comic book run, So I mean, honestly, Batman is not. I mean, he has like a superhero. Like I know, like they did like a whole thing when the collector cards, and Batman has superhuman intelligence. He has a whole. But you're right. His will, Batman's crazy. He even tell everybody he's crazy. He said that, I hear voices in my head all the time. I just don't answer.
What?
So I'm sorry.
If you watch Batman Bad Blood, Richie.
Okay.
that one it'll explain more like the relationship between Damian
Gotcha.
and everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what he was talking about when he said that my mother, you know what I'm saying, tried to brainwash him and Batman beat him. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that one's a good one to watch, and you'll see
Yeah.
like Batwoman, I think, is in that one as well.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And so, but yeah, no, I loved it. There were so many surprises, especially when I thought that all the Justice League were dead, and then you saw that Wonder Woman was still alive. John Jones, Mira, Hawkman. That was ill, and they look scary as hell. I'm not. I was like, if I saw my I'd be going.
Like the Naga Witch, Mira. That was pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And Starfire, her fine ass. Oh my god, I'm mad at you.
I liked with Trigon that when they finally let him out, and then he went into Superman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lois Lane, when she died, I mean that actually, I mean that catalyst, you know, made Clark get his mind back, you know, and I don't want to call him Superman anymore. I'm calling him Clark. Anyway, I don't condone. Hashtag don't condone Superman. Put in the comments below if you like Superman or not. I think he's too OP. I think he's too much of a bitch. Yeah, whatever. Okay, all right.
So there's another thing. How did he get his costume back? That's what I want to know.
I did. That was my one thing.
Yeah,
like get the costume back.
Richie, that's why I fuck with you, Richie, because I was thinking the same goddamn thing. How did he get his costume back?
He just had it underneath. Yeah.
That's why I don't like Superman. That shit like that. You know, I did feel bad for him when Lois Lane died. I know. I mean, that's like another one of the epic comic book romances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not just any. Yeah, you're right.
You know, and yeah, man. I mean, like I said, dude, this movie was an emotional roller coaster for me, man.
I did like Lex and his jokes.
Sisters died. I mean, just see the characters I grew up with dying like it's like they're just weeds.
Oh, Batwoman, Batgirl, just like.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
man,
that was.
Damn, a fucking G. Shazam went out it like a G. I don't care what anybody says. When all the parody was on him, he said Shazam and took them all with him. Yo, that was so. Dude, I had to stop the movie again and walk away and just be like, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought Lex Luthor and his jokes were great when he was trying to talk to Batman and Batman just like,
Of course I'm trying to undercut you with Darkseid. Why would I do that?
He's like, why would I do that? I merely suggested that maybe, you know, his overness would need some help and stuff like that. He's like, stop worrying about what Darkseid says and worry about what I tell you. He's like,
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, he's like, yes, Lord Batman. Mm-hmm. And so the other thing I like too is when the Justice League was attacking the whatever it was that was transferring the magma to Apokolips, and everybody was getting beat up, and Lex is like, what's going on over there? I sent Paradooms over there to help out. And he's like, sir, the Paradooms are eating everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And Lex is like, oh man, HR is not gonna like this.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, dog. Especially, I loved Harley Quinn in this. It actually touched a little bit from the Harley Quinn show. They had that little bit of atmosphere with the same little crew. Captain Boomerang, awesome character. Him and Killer Shark went out like G's. Even Black Manta, he didn't say that much. He got took out like a G. So did Bane.
Yeah, Bane.
Oh yeah, Bane was there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, it's amazing how this whole thing just came together. I mean, this movie, to me, like I said, the only plot points I found that was fucked up, like Richie said, how does Superman get his outfit, one, and how low be Harley Quinn. But the story was so fluid to me. You know what I'm saying? Even in the beginning, when they jumped 2 years after the whole thing, and how they just drip fade, how it happened, how it showed Etrigan, you know, getting drunk at the bar with Constantine. How how the League of Assassins got took over by Damian, and even the relationship with Damian and Raven, all that. Then even the end, man, how Constantine, when Batman was still trying to rally the Justice League, like, really, dude, we got turned into cyborgs. Nightwing's crazy, you know what I'm saying? We lost everybody. We only got like 5 members. You talking about we're the Justice League? Yo, that's the type of shit I would have smacked the shit out of Batman. I mean, Superman. Clark. Excuse me. I'm not calling it. And you know, when you get told that, yo, the magma got took from the planet's gonna go in a cold winter or superheated, you know, we can't evacuate the planet, yo, then how Constantine was just so calm, smoking a cigarette, hey, Flash, you know what you gotta do.
Yep.
So I have a question about that. 'Cause it's the only movie I've seen. Is it basically resetting it to the first movie then?
Okay, let me tell you what happened. All right, to understand this, another movie you need to watch is Flashpoint Paradox,
Which is the first one? It's
the first one. That basically started at 52.
yeah.
So what happened? Flash wanted to go save his mom from being murdered, so he went back in time. But what he did was he just changed the whole fabric of reality, and he was trying to find the original reality he went to, but he never went back to his original reality. He keeps going. He went to like different realities.
Yeah.
So then he decided to stay one. Iris got killed, whatever, or died. So he stayed in this one. Then next thing you know, because technically, all this is his fault. Do you guys agree? Disagree? Flashpoint for what?
I agree. I kind of agree. I agree.
Talking about because they know about Flashpoint. Yeah, technically it's all his fault because he was selfish enough to go save his mom back in the past. Which don't get me wrong, I don't blame him for trying to save his mom, but that one action basically doomed like 3 universes already. Because when you watch the movie, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but that fucking planet blows up. I did just spoil it for you, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know which planet.
It's the same here. And why Constantine telling me, yo, you got to fix this, dude. You got to the board, bro. This is your fucking fault. You know what I'm saying?
That also brings up Riz's point. Is the Flashpoint gonna be, more prevalent in Batman versus Superman or in Justice League Snyder Cut? Because that's a huge part of like why this all happened. It happened in Batman versus Superman, but everybody was like, why? People who don't know were like, why the fuck did Flash just pop up out of nowhere? And stuff like
and is that why you see like Batman in like the leather jacket? Like,
that was supposed to be the Flashpoint, but it was never explained because they had to cut all that out in Batman versus Superman.
Gotcha.
So apparently, all that's supposed to be explained in the Snyder Cut, and that John Jones is the other Justice League member because people thought it was Green Lantern that was going to make an appearance in the Snyder Cut, but it is actually John Jones, who they revealed is the other Justice League member.
And speaking of that, I saw that it could either be that they're trying to make it the Snyder Cut into a movie, or they're trying to make it into a miniseries. Which one would you rather see it be? A whole another 2-3 hour drawn movie, or would you rather them do a miniseries and take their time and explain it much better?
And a cut with the people they use to do this movie.
I mean, they're going to do it. They're going to use the people that they use, but would you rather see it as just one long movie or just as like a Game of Thrones type thing where they drag it out and give more time for exploration?
Well, they're not filming anything new, are they?
Yeah. They're trying to bring people back in. Yeah.
No, I thought it's already done. Like it's already finished.
They have
to for the series.
They have to do reshoots.
For the series.
No. So what happened was that it was finished, but then when Zach turned it in, it was like a 4-hour movie, and Hollywood was like, I can't sell a 4-hour movie. Nobody's gonna sit through a 4-hour movie. You got to make this shit, 2 hours or an hour and a half. And he was like, no, this is it. Because what was it? Sucker Punch was like 4 hours or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? And they got mad about that. But and so that's why they were like, all right, I wash my hands of it. I can't, I can't do it no more. This is what I'm giving you. This is this 4-hour movie that's gold. And so, but that's why now, what is it? The Batman versus Superman, the director's cut is like 3 hours long, where they go into more of like the detective work of Bruce and Clark trying to figure out who is who. They still don't explain it. It's still stupid. But you see Clark doing more detective work and, looking at newspapers trying to figure out who Batman is, but it's still, the review is still cheap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, the Snyder Cut is already done. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just that when he walked away and let, is it Josh Whedon or who did Avengers?
Josh Whedon.
Yeah, Josh Whedon he came in and he edited Justice League with like, they told him, I was like, we're bringing you in to edit Justice League because Zach is out because I think like his family, somebody in his family had passed away. You need to make this an hour and a half to, 2 hours. That's it. Those are your parameters. And here's all the footage. So make it work. And that's what they did. So he just took out all the funny moments and, you know what I'm saying, made Avengers the Justice League / Avengers movie.
Nah, because I mean, honestly, like I said, me personally, I like BBS until that one scene with Martha. Then I just got mad and then wanted to walk out.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Justice League because they're not redoing Batman versus Superman. That one's already done.
I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. The Justice League movie. Okay.
Yeah, the Justice League movie. That's the one that's going to get re-released next year.
At least I'm okay. I was confused.
I'm reading something very different from you because I went and looked on Hollywood Reporter and what Hank is talking about, not you, man. So it says it isn't as easy as going into the vault and there's a Snyder Cut sitting there to put out. It does not exist. Zack is actually building it, and it's complex, including new VFX shots. It's a radical rethinking of that movie, and it's complicated and wildly expensive. I'll just say I wish it was just $30 million and stop there. It's an enormous undertaking. So they're going to have to.
They are doing some.
They're going to do for it. Yeah.
Well, then that's good. Yeah. That's good. And yes, I would sit down and watch a 4-hour movie because I'm not going to the movies anymore because of that damn Rona.
That's true. Yeah. I'm not going to any movies until there's a vaccine, for real.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see me going inside no movie theater.
Yeah,
I will stay home and I can pause and get up, go make some popcorn, come back and watch. And so, but yeah, I have no problem watching the 4 hour.
That's another thing. I won't do nothing till the vaccine comes out because, like I said, it'll kill you. You know. Seriously.
Probably not worth it.
Yeah, definitely not worth it.
Right now, guys, I don't condone Dave putting Hank on the spot like that and making him look bad. Anyway, back to the
show. We fact check here on the show. It's cool.
I just want to make sure.
But to answer your question, I mean, I guess
Hank is still great.
I agree with Hank. I'd rather see it as like a drawn out series too. Then
I agree with Dave. I mean, I think what you said, I totally agree, and I would see, and I agree with Richie. Well, I like to see a drawn out series. Because DC do series well. I mean, we've seen that from Titans. We've seen that from Arrow. Even when they retook over Supergirl, and they made it less campy. What else is there? They have even like Heroes of Tomorrow with the Legends of Tomorrow, whatever. I don't watch that show.
I did like The Flash.
And Flash is still going, and the Flash, you watch this awesome show.
Yeah.
You know, they did it well. And but honestly, I love how they just ended the whole 52. You know, they closed off this whole chapter, and now they're open to start a new chapter. Now I wonder how you think they're gonna go that ways you're gonna go with. I mean, honestly, they're talking about the Green Lantern new buddy cop show on HBO. I mean, I'm wondering what they're gonna see. You know, Batman Who Laughs. I mean, Batman Metal is a popular series that I think, if they could spin it off, because a lot of people like the Batman Who Laughs, and I want to say thanks Dave Thornhill Jr. He put me down on it. Watch out. He's in the link below. Great guy. Ace White. I mean, when he told me about Batman Metal, I was like, are you sure? He said, check it out, bro. And I checked it out, and it was amazing. If you guys haven't read Batman Metal, please do. It goes over everything, especially the Batman Who Laughs. He killed the whole Bat family. To me, I love the Bat family, you know, and
they love you.
And once again, I wasn't trying to make Frobo or Hank mad, angry or look bad. It was just I just want to make sure.
You good, homie. You good.
Okay.
See, look at he's mad, Dave. He's mad.
You good.
No.
You don't want to see Hank.
If you think I am mad, leave a comment below. We'll put the Hank is mad meter.
I didn't want to make him mad.
If we get enough comments.
I'm sorry. Looking right at you, the camera, but that's Hank. I'm sorry. Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Love you too.
I love all these guys on this podcast. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm fond of all you gentlemen. Anyway,
that's his way of saying he loves us because he's a very macho guy here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not homophobic. Now I think I'm homophobic. Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
On that note, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, but seriously, again, this movie was amazing. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's mind blowing. You know, honestly, it is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I mean, to be honest. What do you guys like thoughts on it?
Same.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. Like the animation itself, we didn't even talk about that. It looks so good compared to like other animated features.
Yes, I did enjoy the cinematography.
Yeah.
But I like. Oh, if guys don't got anything else, this has been a great episode of Freedom Cafe. Again, I'm Big Black War Machine, Big Sexy. I got my man The Richness. I got my man Ace, fucking Hawaii, and I got RoboCop. Anyway, I like to say, please leave your messages and thoughts in the comments. Hit us up on Instagram. I may be on Facebook, I don't know, but whatever. If you put it in the comments, we'll definitely answer anything. And you guys, I like to say, I love you all. Nah, I'm fond of you all. But anyway, have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
What up, y'all? This is Ace Hawaii, and if you want more Freedom Cafe, remember to subscribe to our channel at Birthing Clean on YouTube.